Happy Sunday. Today, January 4th, 2009. This is Homie 3 with a smiley face on the end. The author channel for the book that you see and view in this video. Prophecies with a divine answer. A message from God to the world of mankind. For more information on this book, you can go to the website www.homey3.com. You'll also find pictures of a spirit that I write about in this book. Now let us begin. Tonight, on the infamous channel known as the History Channel on cable TV, they will air a show called Nostradamus 2012. There are many people around this world that are interested in that year, because many prophetic writings talk about some event that would take place during that time frame. Some state the end of the world. Some state about asteroids, comets, meteorites coming into our solar system, a planet coming into our universe and causing destruction on this planet and possibly bringing an end to humanity on this planet. Now, I write in this book that if such an event was to take place, that humanity shouldn't shut their lives aside. Humanity shouldn't wreak havoc amongst each other, shouldn't cause wars amongst each other. And there's a reason for that. Because when we look at the writings of Nostradamus, he writes about other years beyond that year, 2012. In his letter to his son Caesar, he writes about that he has given prophecies until the year 3797. Even one prophetic writing, Century 3, Quatrain 77, he writes about the year 2025. But then in Century 1, Quatrain 48, he writes about a 7,000-year reign of a monarchy. We know that through the history of humanity, there's never been such a reign of 7,000 years of a monarchy. Could that reign or monarchy be that of God's laws? Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Humanity will survive or could survive this cataclysmic event that is stated to take place in that year of 2012. We are very familiar with the Mayans and the Incas of Peru or South America. Their existence is no longer. They state that there was a comet or something that came by this earth or did something that destroyed those people. But yet humanity still survives. Do you know which part of this planet will be hit by a comet or meteorite at any time? Scientists state that the chances are nil for that to happen. Could it also mean that we are going to have a better understanding of each other over the next years, that eventually we will all have a unique belief system around the world? And I'm not talking about religions that are on this planet right now. You have to think about anthropology of humanity as well with anthropology with religion. There's many religions that state they're the true religion. But do any of them really have a backing from God? Though they have writings by prophets that have stated this is from God, that's from God, these are the laws set down by God. And many religions started when people didn't agree with the kingdom that they were in, so they moved hundreds of miles away or thousands of miles away and started their own little kingdom, their own sets of belief, which is what we have today, where it causes friction amongst many. You have people knocking on doors saying, the end of the world, our religion is true. is the true religion. You have other people in other countries saying our religion is true. They're trying to take over the world. But you want to know something? Even in their religious books, they have people that have a gift that's what clairvoyant or told the future. Now I'm not just talking about anybody who has contact with the spirit realm or whatever, or dealing with tools of divination to find out future events or trying to deal with the other side. There are laws of religion that state you shouldn't do this. But those with the clairvoyancy from the third eye is amongst many on this planet, even down through the history of humanity. Their religions teach that it is wrong to be able to tell the future, and they put them to death, or they have burned them at the stake. Even today, there are religions that kill those people. People are afraid to speak open about it, but yet here in the country of the United States, we have that freedom. Without that freedom, we would not know or understand the prophecies of years past that talk about our lifetime, where God has given us the permission to understand these so that we can prevent or avert destruction of humanity. Wars amongst nations. We shouldn't fight. I talk about in this book that if something is to happen by God, because He's the only one that can clean this planet up from what humanity has done to it, is that we should not live life recklessly or bring havoc amongst many or have wars amongst each other. Let's try to understand each other instead of fighting each other. Have an understanding. Just because a person talks to the other side and uses tools of divination doesn't mean they speak from God. In this book that I write, I've given many understandings on different things. I hope you do download the book, get the book, and pass it among, tell people about it. Let people read the book. It only cost $1.95 of the ebook version, and I could state to you, people will call me a charlatan. I work for a living, but it isn't like years have passed where people could go through their towns talking, being able to eat from their plate, being able to live or sleep on a bench outside or underneath a tree like it was thousands of years ago. Even then it was a little tough, but it wasn't as costly as it is today. We need electric to run things. We need a computer. We need telephone lines. We need to have communication, traveling, standing before people. And once you wake up in the morning, everybody pays $1 to live, to buy food to eat. I do work for a living, and sometimes the economy makes it rough. But this is for your own benefit. I don't charge a whole bunch. I do have an expense to cover for the spirituality of this book. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't call me a charlatan. I do give my time freely on various radio shows when asked. But this is for you, the world. There are people on this planet that don't believe in God. They should read this book. It might make them understand something. There are people on this world that believe in God, but He's not here, so the heck with it. I'll do what I want. That's not the way to live. There are many people that have extended or abused that free will where they actually disobey the laws of God. We have to come to some understanding, or otherwise humanity will kill off itself totally. Let's prevent things from happening, avert things from happening. That is what I write about in this book. So at this time, don't feel that 2012 is going to be the end of the world. Something might happen, but not for the whole world. Think about it. I do talk about that if we die, there is a spiritual realm, and that if something is to happen, I talk about angels that will surround your soul, and you will be brought to a newer earth to some degree. So think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Download this video as much as possible so that I can give you longer time on a video. Instead of 10 minutes, I could do 30 minutes. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, I say, wish you a wonderful 2009. Let's see if we can get it better, bring life to a better time frame, and may God bless at this time. Thank you again very much.